So what I want you to know is that there are three things that will kill a relationship, for sure. The first is compromise. Yeah, compromise. We're actually told to compromise. Oh, you know, in a relationship, you got to compromise. It kills a relationship. You know what compromise is? It's two people both settling for less than what's ideal. So, you know, if you want a car and I want security, and I give up my need for security and you give up your need for a car, we'll both be miserable. Yay! What a great relationship we'll create. So compromise kills. But because we don't know what else to do and we don't know how to really communicate in relationship about what we need, we get stuck and think we just have to give up, give in. Compromise kills a relationship. So the other piece around compromise is that instead of compromising, what we can do is we can negotiate. And in negotiation, we get first to understand what's so important about this car. But not what's so important about this car so I can disagree with you. I want to know because I want to understand something about you. And you need to be willing to ask me, what is it about security that really matters? Like, under what circumstances do you feel secure in the relationship around money or, you know, whatever it is? So there has to be a level of understanding that happens. And when we understand each other, then we can actually drop into making an agreement that works for both people. So compromise kills. The other thing that will kill, number two, would be competitiveness. You know, the reality is that men are brought up to be competitive. Women are brought up to be cooperative. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, but if you bring that into your relationship, it will kill it overnight. You know, if we're in relationship to win over each other, it's not going to work. The reality is, like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Those are the choices. Because if you're right, it means I'm wrong. I don't know anybody who enjoys being wrong. Do you? Bottom line is that if you're addicted to being right, if you're so committed to being right, you're destroying the relationship. And that's part of the competitiveness that goes on. There's no place for competitiveness in a relationship. I know people who fight about whose turn it is to change the diaper on their kid because, well, I did it last, so now it's your turn. You know, keeping score, being competitive, doesn't work. And number three, complaints. Yeah, complaints. Complaints will kill a relationship. You know, when a woman complains to a man, he just shuts down and withdraws. She knows this. This is not rocket science. And because we don't know what else to do, we continue to complain. It's kind of like nagging, right? Nagging doesn't work, but we continue to do so. So instead of complaining, what we have to do is we actually have to talk about what works, as opposed to what doesn't work. Who cares what doesn't work? I care about what works. Let's do that. Let's offer in what works and build from there. So the three things that kill a relationship: compromise, competitiveness, and complaints. Give them up and create the relationship you really want.